Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. This is Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Today, I am recapping the very short afternoon because we have reached the circus and amateur hour level of this trial in week 2 on day 5. However, before I do this recap, I need to say a disclaimer. I do not want propaganda, conspiracy theories, and fake news in my comments. If that continues to happen, it's going to get removed and you're going to get removed. Posting that Mr. Dennis Byron doesn't want anybody to share his material and that he's going to get security on people. And literally, I'm going to link the live in my description box where he clearly says for people to continue to share to get the word out there on his reporting of the Cardi B lawsuit against Tasha K. This man follows me on Twitter. He knows exactly what I post. He's seen my videos and has said that I'm doing a good job. So please, if you are going to put fake news in my comments, you are going to be removed from the channel. It's one thing to disagree or have a difference of opinion, but to post blatant lies where I can easily fact check and know for a fact it's not true, it's not going to be good for you. It's going to get removed. So let's not do that. Let's not put rumors that Mr. Dennis Byron's trying to take down people's channels, that he's trying to get security to take down people's channels and their YouTubes. No. That's not taking place. Again, this is not a stand war. This is federal court. This is a federal lawsuit. This is not stand wars. Okay, I think we need to differentiate what this is. This is a legal trial, federal court case. U.S. Marshals, U.S. Treasury agents. This is not a time for a circus, which is what happened this afternoon in the courtroom. So I just want to make that clear before I continue, that there's going to be no circus activity any further in the comments. And if people are going to continue to do that, they will not be able to have access to the channel. So I just wanted to make that clear. Because there are a lot of people who want to know the facts. And you can't have conspiracy theories in the comments on a serious federal lawsuit. So, back to this abbreviated afternoon, there was a lot of procedural issues. So to recap Mr. Dennis Byron's live, that was about 15 minutes or so. Again, I will link in the description box where he says, once again, to share with everyone what took place this afternoon. And they were supposed to be in trial until 5 p.m. And that did not happen. As you'll recall from the previous video, when we went to lunch, they had recapped Mr. Dennis Byron and Brittany Dobbins that Tasha K had taken the stand. So we resumed after lunch, and there was an issue because the defense, Tasha K's legal team, was trying to present into evidence a video that they knew was excluded in pretrial. So there's what's called a pretrial conference, where you have all of the exhibits, you discuss all of the evidence. Both the defense and the plaintiff, they have all the access, so everybody is aware of what is going to be admitted into evidence, what's approved, what's not approved, and they were trying to put into evidence a video that was already excluded in the pretrial conference. Again, amateur hour. Circus. So the judge said, hey, okay, if you're going to try to admit this video, can you tell me what exhibit this is that correspond to this so I can see the relevance? And do you think that they provided that? Or they knew off the top of their head? So it looks as though there was part of an exhibit list that was exchanged at the last minute. And the judge told the defense team, quote, "That's not how the law works." So now there's all these other questions, and they had to excuse the jury so the judge could talk to the defense in terms of, we need to make sure that we've got our ducks in the row, and I don't want a situation where there could be potential for a mistrial. But again, the defense couldn't identify their exhibits. So it's not good at all. And so then it was embarrassing because the plaintiff, Cardi B's lawyers, they were trying to ask them what the details were about evidence and what it was for, trying to help their case. And it's not the plaintiff's job to build your defense for you. That's not what this is. You should have come prepared. You should have had all your ducks in a row. You had you had 4 days off. 4 days off to get your things together. So even Brittany Robbins herself, who again is not biased, who is an attorney, who has either tried herself or been in these courtrooms to know how it goes, and she said it did not look good at all today. It was very, very bad. But plenty of times the judge was saying today that they're not going to be doing this anymore to the defense team. And so then Mr. Dennis Byron brought in Lily Young, who I believe is a YouTuber. She has a page called The Red Lipstick Hustle, Lily Young. She's there at the trial, and he wanted to get her opinion. So she feels that the trial right now is heading into Cardi's favor. She feels that Tasha K's legal team has failed her, that Tasha K is not prepared on the stand, that she's nervous, she's fumbling with the mic, that she's all over the place, and that she does not have good representation. And then Mr. Dennis Byron said, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. And, essentially that this isn't going how they thought it was, so maybe they're trying to pull out some last minute tricks. And, Brittany Robbins alluded to potentially them trying to delay the trial possibly, or try to get a mistrial on purpose by knowingly pretending that they didn't know certain evidence wasn't allowed in the trial, or they may really not know, because that's the level of amateur hour we are dealing with. And so Mr. Dennis Byron said, you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. Because he's been in plenty of courtrooms and has seen a wide range of attorneys from criminal to civil, and he basically said you get what you pay for. Again, how are you expected to have a chance at the case if you are not even prepared for your defense? Make it make sense. And this is not bias, this is facts. If you are defending a client, why isn't your case together? Why are you asking the plaintiff's attorneys to help you? Why does the judge have to keep embarrassing you and telling you to stop? And earlier the issue was you kept asking leading questions to Tasha K because you guys weren't prepared. This is federal court, a federal lawsuit. This is not a game. This isn't one of the court shows on TV where it's, entertainment and everything else. This isn't How to Get Away with Murder. This isn't Law and Order. This isn't The Good Wife. This is real life federal court. Not amateur hour, not TV. Real life. So, the plan is for the jurors to return to the court tomorrow at noon, and they are hoping by that time all of this is sorted out, because they want the defense attorneys to find what exhibit this corresponding video is supposed to be, which it likely isn't there because it was excluded at the pretrial conference, but they want them to find it and present what the relevance is in this particular case. But again, if they're just simply trying to do stalling tactics and doing things to try to delay this trial further or try to confuse the jury or try to whip up something, no. You've had plenty of time to prepare for this trial, just like Cardi B's attorneys did. And if it's coming down to you asking them for help, we've got a problem. That is very, very embarrassing. And if one of the top lawyers 40 under 40, is saying this is bad, it's bad. And no, this isn't bias. This isn't somebody hating. This isn't a stand war. This is a legal issue. You have your defendant who already admitted under oath the stuff that she's lied about and already perjured herself on the stand. And now the defense attorney is acting completely incompetent. Not good. Not good at all. This was a waste of time today and an embarrassment. And allegedly, there was some complaint to the bar. So that's a whole separate issue that we have to get into at a later date. About there being a complaint to the bar. Just not good at all. Not a good day at all. This is embarrassing. This is a slap in the face to the legal system. Like, this is just not good. I am not here for the amateur hour and the circus. Let's get to the case. Let's get this case over with and stop the theatrics. I don't know if you thought this was a game or you didn't think that this was going to, go to this level, but here we are. This is what it means to go out with the big dogs. This is exactly what it means. But again, it's just embarrassing. It is completely and utterly embarrassing that the defense fumbled this bad this afternoon, that the judge couldn't even take it and had to excuse everybody early. Like, just complete and utter embarrassment. And shameful. Completely shameful. So we'll reconvene later and hopefully we can get some more details later on in terms of what else took place today, because it just sounds like this afternoon was a complete hot mess. And I will update you. As you know, I will, of course, put Mr. Dennis Byron's socials as well as the link to this particular live that took place this afternoon so you guys can listen to it for yourselves. And again, this video will also be a part of the playlist of everything that's going on in the Cardi B defamation lawsuit case against Tasha K. So those of you who have missed my earlier videos, you can follow along from day one and see what has transpired and what has been reported on that is taking place inside the courtroom from people who are physically inside the courtroom taking notes. Nobody's spreading lies, nobody's pushing an agenda. Nobody's trying to be biased. They are simply reporting the facts. And Mr. Dennis Byron had a legal expert as well as a civilian to also give their viewpoints of what is going on inside that courtroom. For those of you who think he's just doing quote unquote bias reporting, he's not doing bias reporting at all. He is trying to show you there are receipts of other people in this courtroom. Actual attorneys, actual civilians, actual people who see this trial for what this is, who see what's going on in this federal lawsuit and the serious nature of this and how much the defense team is fumbling this and not doing their client any favors. So that is all I wanted to say. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Again, no propaganda, no conspiracy theories. So, those of you, if it's your first time viewing my channel, welcome. Thank you so much. Like I said, I do have a playlist of the previous videos I did talking about this case from day one of what has been reported thus far. Please check that out if you haven't already. Those of you who've been back multiple times, thank you so much for your continued support. I completely and utterly appreciate it. I'm grateful. I am thankful so much for each and every single one of you. You guys react. You guys are engaging. You guys are amazing. Blessings to every single one of you. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you are notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, have an amazing rest of your day. I will talk to you guys again later, and have an amazing rest of your day.